and welcome. I'm here with Tim Potter, who's the manager of the MSU Bike and Service Center, and today we're going to be talking about the shop. And
good morning.
Good morning. It's nice to be here.
Great to have you.
Yeah.
We're kind of slow. It's the dead of winter, but we're happy to be here and be helping keep bikes on the road right throughout the year.
Why don't you tell us about the shop?
Well, the bike shop, the bike center here is owned and operated by the university, by MSU. It's one of the few in the entire country that's actually owned and operated by the university. So that's pretty unique.
So what are some of the services that you guys offer?
Well, just like any bike shop, we do full line of repairs, tune-ups. Well, we do flat tires are probably the most common repair for any bike shop, and so we do a lot of flat tire repairs, and a lot of times, most of the time, it's while people wait, so we can do things fast. That in some cases, other shops may just put it in line with everything else, but we try to turn around real small jobs quickly. So all the way up to more advanced repairs, up to a full overhaul of a bike where everything comes apart and everything gets redone. But the main thing that we were doing prior to establishing this bike center was renovating or recycling old abandoned bikes or donated bikes, painting them green and then renting them out. So
oh, wow.
we continue to do that here, and that's also kind of a unique thing that we're doing that fits in with the whole university's environmental stewardship effort, which is recycling as much as possible, recycling, reuse. Yeah, we recycle bikes.
I heard that if you register your bike online with the MSU Police, it can be really helpful. Hi. What can you tell us about that?
A lot of people don't understand what it's good for, and I've found that it helps establish your ownership, for those times where it gets stolen, or more likely your lock gets frozen. And then the police are saying, okay, prove that it's your bike. Well, if you've already registered it in the fall or whenever, then that establishes your ownership. Right. You don't have to be digging and calling your parents for a receipt. So registering it is a good idea for several reasons. And it's free at this point. So you got to do it online through the police website.
I've heard that if you don't register your bike, the police won't help you.
They're not as likely to do anything about it. I mean, if somebody finds it, I'm sure they'd be happy to let you know, but it's hard for them to do their work. Yeah, definitely register it, because they'll want to know your serial number, the make, model, color, those basic things. That's a good record to have anyway.
Do you think MSU's campus is very bike friendly?
It really is. It's made a huge, in the last 10 years that I've been working here now, since almost 10 years. And I've lived here in the area. My dad taught in the engineering college for 30-some years, so I've known campus and been around campus since the late 60s. So I've seen it grow, tremendously, and and there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of bike lanes that just end mysteriously, and everybody kind of, complains, and I used to complain about that too. But with every new road project that gets constructed or renovated, then they add more bike lanes, but they need to widen a lot of the older streets in order to have the width for a bike lane. So they can't, until I understood that, I didn't, it was kind of frustrating, but by, the rules of road construction, you can't just put down a bike lane without having a minimum width. And so like a lot of places where there's no long bike lanes, where you don't see bike lanes now, it's because there's just not enough width. So in another 5 to 10 years, the campus expects to have bike lanes pretty much on all the streets on campus, and that's pretty exciting.
Cool. Well, it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
I think our time is wrapping up, but yeah, that's definitely some good stuff to know, and it's
great.
Very interesting. So thanks for sharing with us.
You're very welcome, and as I like to say, stay upright.